They're fighting for a belt because earning that belt would make him the first that sets you apart from all other Mexican fighters trying to get their star started early. That we'll see some stretches tonight while the two, because he likes to use his jab.
And Marquez is coming in this fight even if it's a decision. So this is interesting.
Knockout of Pacquiao, one of the greatest one-punch knockouts in history so far. Though there hasn't been a lot of action, particularly from Marquez.
Quickly, let's ask our ringside.
When he was in the Marines, on the same team as Ken North commands, as opposed to the in and out and side-to-side movement, best referees around today.
Solid left hand.
I tell you, Marquez looks like he's trying to see can he knock him on the head, but
and look at how Bradley responds right in
round number one. Marquez placing his shots with precision. My take on Robert Byrd is that he tries about as hard as in round number one. Significant headbutt since the Devin Alexander fight. Box numbers in round one. Bradley 10 out of 43. Marquez 12.
I think round one was a fill-out round for Tim Bradley. I put his game plan to work.
I see
left hook to the
Marquez in this round.
Guys, but these two guys are definitely out here.
Well, so far, it's an intense about 30 seconds ago that could have meant something.
Refereeing cleanly, which was also the case with Pacquiao. Not clear that Marquez necessarily
trying to use lateral movement. Yesterday, we asked Juan Manuel Márquez, who are other current fighters who you think are for a few seconds, and said, Timothy Bradley.
Shot right to the liver. And it was answered.
The jab yet. Dangerous to do, doesn't want to. Another left hook by Bradley. Bradley we saw against Ruslan Probodnikov. Flurry aimed at winning the round. Marquez 12 out of 37, and there's the beginning.
Which is what we expected, Jim.
He answers with real ferocity, and we see he progresses.
The most dangerous thing that can happen right now is if happen to hit heads again, Timothy Bradley is definitely going to...
Telling him, focus on the right hand, don't try to fall. Another left hook to the body by Tim Bradley. In Tim Bradley's corner, he gets instructions.
Make him dig, make him dig, hey, go.
There's the double jab. So they asked Bradley to double hand of Juan Manuel Márquez.
Although he slipped almost all of that first right.
Using his jab and stepping left and right so that Marquez...
Key to the fight is using his jab, just as Roy described.
Yeah, he did a great job of turning with it then.
Retaliates as he comes off the ropes. 38, he landed 10, Marquez 6. And now let's go to Harold.
Timothy Bradley. You know, Jim, in round one, Juan Manuel Márquez first took the fight to Juan Manuel Márquez. Bird ought to make them take some of the Vaseline off. Márquez think that Bradley's head will slip off. You know, there's a headbutt.
Saw Marquez faint. Bradley react and a little.
There. Over there. Over there. I got Tom's body. Wipe it off his body. The guy looks like a greased pig. Let's face reality.
Marquez, and we resume the fourth round with a little under 2 minutes to go.
Stop.
Right now, this fight is going in Timothy Bradley's favor because he's controlling the whip.
Can't get out of my mind the right hand that...
The crowd was expecting more action.
Stop.
Hard shot by Marquez. Left to the body, lands his jab, and Marquez once again retaliates. It's going to be a fight of skirmishes. Bradley there. Bradley most often initiates them, and he's trying
rounds with greater activity. The question, and something in an exchange, even if he's in the process of...
Against Pacquiao, that cannot ever be...
Marquez doing a good job catching that.
Yes, he can attack. Bradley's pretty much is.
This fight is falling into a pattern that's very took in there.
I thought he got caught with a right hand in the...
A brace of hard punches from Marquez just missed over the top of Marquez's ear.
Jab is very impressive from Bradley tonight.
Bradley for the rest of his life, but Bradley's boxing...
Well, demonstrating clearly that He knows athletic, and he's using all of that so far to put this. Judges respond mostly to volume. Bradley's leading in.
Bradley.
Because Bradley doesn't hit with his big counter shot.
High after the right hand.
Jabs through the 5th round. Bradley 11 connected punch. Mark appears to be getting what he wants out of his confrontation.
No, he came out with the Floyd Mayweather shoulder up front to show that Marquez's right hand. And had that shot landed, it would have been
moving away from the counter as he landed it.
Right, and that's what he's coming out doing now. He picked up a lot of things.
Marquez was thoroughly dominated by Mayweather. It was the question by refusing ultimately to come down to the agreement. He walked away winning the fight.
He purchased a weight advantage he didn't need and shut the place.
But you saw Bradley threw 2 punches, whereas Marquez owes 2 or 3.
These aren't lopsided rounds.
No, they
aren't. I wouldn't be surprised if
3 minutes with the naked eye, sitting at ringside.
When he hits Bradley, even in the arms and shoulders.
Hard
Good
right hand.
exchange. A beautiful counter right hand.
And Bradley goes back.
His counter. He makes Marquez counter with the right hand, then he counter.
Works out in Big Bear, California with Abel Sanchez.
Right in there.
Well, I think Bradley's been fighting him all night. Has really caused Marquez to not be as aggressive as he'd like to be.
Something to tap into the
Marquez even more, because Marquez knows now.
So it's both physical and psychological.
Yes, it is.
Attention from the crowd. There haven't been enough of those.
tried and 30 have failed.
What he hasn't been able to do a better job of is landing counter shot.
And the reason he's not as quick as he wanted to, because he has to try to deal with getting that jab out of his.
Upstairs, it's slow going for Juan. The activity gap. CompuBox numbers showing you at the bottom.
Good body.
There's a right hand by Marquez. And Bradley. And 48 thrown, 13 landed in round. So to this point in the fight, as you can see, put himself in position to win the fight. Now that's no guarantee, of course.
Because not many people are going to outwork or outpoint Tim.
Marquez won the fight of the year last year, and Bradley, violent and dramatic. This has been, and they have the last.
In Juan Manuel Márquez's corner between rounds, reminds us that in the third fight between Manny Pacquiao and Juan won, he took his foot off the gas pedal in the 12th round. Away from Marquez's right hand there. Slowing the pace just a little bit in this round, but goes back to firing.
This has been a good round for Marquez so far, because Timothy Bradley, well, it was answered by a left uppercut, a right uppercut from Marquez. What this is the example of when you see two guys that are bar fighters that we're used to seeing for fighting the year candidate. And in a very tight, well, it's a risk to be in another top.
Time. He landed 22 out of 43 in that round. The
Timothy Bradley. I don't know. In my mind, this is a very. Juan Manuel Márquez came back with a terrific round in round 9 to win. On clean punching and much more of it.
But there were a couple rounds in the early middle fight.
And there are Twitter indications that may be official judges are thinking at this point in the fight.
Jim,
from Bradley's right hand. And now Marquez back.
They both landed heavy artillery.
Bradley hasn't taken the count. That's what he had to do. That was everybody's estimate.
Marquez starting to land some of the heavy thunder upstairs.
And you got to know, Bradley knows that he's fighting a much more experience. You can't do the same thing with a guy who doesn't have this experience.
Tight punches from Marquez when he's landed them had not.
Counter. Box numbers in that round were virtually equal. Bradley was 4. Harold Letterman gave the round to Bradley. Scoring the fight to this point, Marquez needs knocks.
And these two names appear on a judge's card.
Yes, we were pretty sure of what.
Bradley's corner told him that Marquez,
Again, left hand to the body by Marquez there. Another epic performance, in what has been an epic career.
Break, box.
Bradley throughout his career has been a tough nut to crack because across the board his determination, he feels big to get the win.
They say nothing, make no noise when Bradley
Far more fatigued in my view than he did a couple of
Some beautiful body shots.
Márquez with an advantage in the number of power punches land. Only the third round he's won in the fight on 7 against a fighter named Howard Vincent. Asking Márquez for a whirlwind of activity. The retreating counterpuncher. Now as we reach the hard right hand by Márquez. Good shot.
It can be a little bit difficult because one judge could.
Again, the crowd oohing and eyeing as Márquez. Bradley fighting as if he thinks he hasn't won.
well and go at him with everything, and it kind of, even though Berestein's saying he's this on the scorecard.
Márquez landing a little left hand upstairs. Fight. Fighter has a final flurry in it. And by Márquez in that exchange.
Oh!
And Bradley, right hand shot at the end of the 12th, may have bought the 12th round.